Hey guys, welcome to a sustainable weekend in my life. You guys loved the last vlog and I got lots of suggestions to do more vlogs on the channel. So I've got a lot going on this weekend, plus I suck at vlogging. So I thought if I did an entire weekend, you would get some good snippets of some sustainable things I do, some wasteful things I do, because I'm just human. First up on the agenda is breakfast. And I had to go to the store this morning for a tomato. I walked there, but then I gave in to my impulses in the clearance section. But clearance at the grocery store is preventing food waste, right? I'll just go show you. First, I gotta put my hair up. I've been using these hair ties from Pina. They're made out of pineapple leather, I think. I've been digging them. They sent them to me, but they're not paying me. They are a little rough. They hold my hair so good. I had this wrapped in my hair only twice. 2 times around my ponytail, and I went swing dancing and I didn't fix my hair the entire night, so they are really strong. Dan is making some chocolate chip cookies later for his class that he's in, and we usually shop at the bulk store, but some people in his class have allergies and I'd rather be safe than sorry. I don't want to kill anybody. I went a little crazy in the clearance section. I got some chocolate. These ones were only 99 cents made with oat milk, so I got one for Dan. The rest of those are gonna go in my office. It'd be my secret office chocolate. Hopefully Dan's not watching this. Breakfast time. If you've seen any of my recent vlogs, wasteful things I do in a day, sustainable things I do in a day, the breakfast, she's gonna be the same. Homemade sourdough, tomato with no bag. I got it no bag today. Tofu that I just sliced like into little patties, like an egg patty, butter. I prefer this for breakfast because it's easier to scoop out of the tub than it is to like slice from the stick. And at least this container is reusable / recyclable. It's not recyclable in my area. At least it's reusable. Even when you buy butter in a stick, the stick wrappers aren't recyclable either. So it's kind of lose-lose for the butter situation. And then this is recyclable / reusable. I've been saving all of my hummus lids for catching water for my plants. I did not believe people when I was moving to Northern California. It is like in the 40s today. I wore a coat. It is so cold here. It's June. Anyway, this is my sustainable-ish breakfast. I'm gonna play Hamilton. I'm addicted to Hamilton. I can't stop. I have tried. What did Lin-Manuel Miranda put in here and why did I discover it 10 years too late? Okay, let me show you a few plans I have for the weekend and we'll see if any of them come true. We're gonna run the loamy. Now, I did just start my vermicompost, but it's not good to give your worms a lot of acidic stuff. So in the loamy, we've really got citrus peels, lemon peels, tomatoes, onions, stuff that I don't wanna give to my worms and kill them. I still do keep and run the loamy for that stuff. And then the worms have been getting everything else, as well as brown paper. Yeah? Yeah, that's what I thought. I just made a bunch of these postcards. I have a full video on Instagram and hopefully it's here on YouTube by this time. I post everything to Instagram first and then it moves to YouTube for my shorts. They're made out of trash, lots of different trash in here. And this is called Project Mailstorm. And essentially we are just sending the government tons of mail to flood their inboxes, to show them that we are angry and we want change, and also to bother their staff with meaningless tasks. And I learned this doing student activism. Like, our phone calls might not change their minds. Our postcards might not change their minds. It distracts them from the evil stuff that they're doing, right? Like if they're too busy counting postcards, if they're too busy clearing their inbox because we have flooded their voicemail too much, they're not gonna have time to do evil stuff. Hopefully. She wants to do evil stuff, don't you? So yesterday I spent time cutting, writing, addressing, stamping all of these postcards, and then I send just a handful per day. So I will set this handful aside to send today. And then my other mission at some point this weekend is to go find a free little library because I found these books on the street. Whenever I see books on the street, like people put stuff on the curb all the time in this neighborhood, I always take the books because they will get destroyed because it is so humid and foggy here. It was misting this morning and these books would have gotten destroyed. What else is on the docket for this weekend? Kind of just a lot of whatever. I'm gonna volunteer tomorrow for an invasive species removal. Today, admin stuff, some emails to answer, some meetings to schedule, a video to edit for YouTube. Which one is it? I think it's the best things that we can do for the planet. Check it out. I haven't even edited it yet. I think I'm gonna touch up my hair tomorrow. I'll take you along with me for that and explain how I know blue hair is not great for the planet. How the process that I use to have blue hair is as least impactful as I can make it. Take care of my tattoos in an eco-friendly way, because I did just get some new tattoos. See if you can find them before I show you. And then Sunday, I for sure need to go to the store. Dan's been in a class all week, so he's been super busy, so I'm gonna go to the store alone, which I hate. Dan is off Monday. I plan to be off Monday, so hopefully we can do something fun, like go hiking. Back to breakfast. I think this is ready. To get my bag ready for volunteering tomorrow. I just need to kind of clean both of these out. They both have a bunch of like miscellaneous things in here. Binoculars can stay here. Let's see. It is chilly, but we're gonna be doing like manual labor. So I think I can probably leave the beanie. Well, it might not be a bad idea to just keep it in the bottom. I'm also on the hunt for some gloves because I do need work gloves. I'm gonna keep the buff towards the top in case what we're working in is dusty. Crumbled granola bar, never know when you might need it. And another Ziploc bag, just empty. You never know when you might need it. Hey, here's my gloves. A reusable mask. Ooh, my walkie-talkies actually they need charged. I've got a spare trash bag in here. A spare bandana in here, which I love a bandana. It can be used to tie my hair back. It can be used as a tissue. Many uses for a bandana, and my reusable tissues from Bodhi. My mosquito net. I never leave home without this now, ever since living in Minnesota, even though the mosquitoes here are really not that bad. And then I've got a refillable hand sanitizer from Plain Products. This is their like super old branding. I've had this bottle for forever. I've got a spare pair of earplugs. Those are truly spares because I have my reusable ones here. Should we be doing something with machines? Both of those migraine medications are empty. I should restock my migraine medications. A reusable tissue and a glasses cleaner. Those are probably all great stuff to keep in the top. This is my water pockets. I'm gonna bring 2 bottles of water tomorrow because I imagine I'm gonna get really thirsty. My bear spray, always have it on me. I never see bears, but I do see scary men. More hand sanitizer, more bug spray, more lip balm. I'm gonna put the lip balm over here. More hand sanitizer. And I always keep a Kula cloth on both of my bags. This is a reusable pea cloth. My first aid kit is nothing fancy, but I always bring it with me because you never know when you might need just a bandage and some Neosporin. And then this is a great little kit too. I could probably use a different bag. Just a battery pack, charging cable, and a little sewing kit. So it's like an extra little emergency kit. You never know when you might need to charge your phone. Do I have migraine medication in here? I do. And I've got 2 of them. So yeah, I will keep 1 in here. And then let's check this pocket out. I haven't checked out this pocket in a while. 2 more migraine medications. And then I need to go dig out like my work clothes. Clothes that I wear outside. I know I can get dirty. They don't have to stay fancy and nice looking. Sweet. Lunchtime is leftovers. We are big fans of leftovers. Rather, we're big fans of not cooking. I got a little Oli Pop It was by the register this morning when I got my tomato. I couldn't help myself. I could have helped myself, but I didn't want to help myself. And what a nice reward when I get back from walking to Nahi and I find this in the fridge. That will get me through the afternoon. Anyway, I'm gonna do a little bit more reading while I eat my fried rice, and I'll see you upstairs. Okay, I interrupt my video editing to read you this hate comment thread. This is the video. Freezing leftover tomato paste from a can. That's it. That's the whole video. Literally just buy the tube. They last forever. Laughing emojis. And they spelled buy wrong. They said BY instead of BUY. So I said BUY question mark. You damn well know what I meant by. Weird behavior. So I just said it's also weird to not spell correctly and then get mad at me for being eco. You're just projecting. People make typos, love. You are not elite, and if you can't take a suggestion, then don't post online. I hate when someone comes into my comments being mean, being a bully, and they're like, if you can't take the heat, get out of the kitchen. You're allowed to make the suggestions, and this is what I say. You're allowed to make the suggestions, and I'm allowed to not use your suggestions. Why are you so upset that I'm not using your suggestion? I really hate that sentiment that, oh, all engagement's good engagement. No, I hate bad engagement. I hate it. I really hate comments. Not even for me. But also, like, if someone says something harsh about, like, eco or zero waste or, like, activism, I hate those type of comments because then other people can see them because they're public and it can discourage people from even trying. So like, I hate bad engagement. You know, if I'm saying something incorrect, correct me. But there is never a time to be a bully online. You can correct someone online in a nice way. Like if you have a correction, you can do it nicely. Volunteer time. We're moving invasive species and then we get free burritos. And then I think I'm gonna go to the store so that by tomorrow I can just chill out. So let's get to removing. What's up? I'm done. I love me some good manual labor every now and then. It is so rewarding to get out there, get sweaty, get your hands in the dirt, get to know the invasive plants, have a positive impact on the environment. I love volunteering. I will always hype up volunteering, and I got 2 free burritos, Oreos, a la croix. But volunteering is also a great way to build your resume, which is why I'm doing it, and also get to meet people, get to learn about your neighborhoods. I learned about some more trails that I can hike on. I learned about plants. I love plants. So like, win-win all around. I do have a little bit of a headache. Fingers crossed it doesn't turn into a migraine. I think having something to drink, I'm probably dehydrated, go home, get out of the elements, I should survive the struggle of being chronically ill and volunteering. My hands are also gonna hurt tomorrow because I have arthritis, and my muscles are sure gonna be sore. It was totally worth it, very, very rewarding. Let's get grocery shopping and go home because your girl is tired. All right, we're home. And we're ready to do my hair. Well, first step, I put on this shirt. I got this at school when we were painting, and it's gonna be my hair dye shirt now. I'm gonna leave this stuff over here. Okay, now I'll get my stuff. And then I've been using this trash bag for easily a year. It's just always been my cover. I use Good Dye Young, which is eco-ish. My mixing cup that I have been reusing for over a year. My brush that I reuse. My hair ties that I reuse to pull my hair up. Really, I make this as eco as possible. Like going to a salon requires so much disposables. So I'm gonna do the same method, but this time I'm gonna do like really dark blue. Let's see what this looks like. And I don't know if I wanna go fully that dark because it's like dark. I think I might mix some dark with the regular blue. So that way they kind of match in tone. Here's what we're working with. I saved my hair dye. This is the last time that I did my hair teal. And the next step is to section my hair. I don't know if my hair looks thick. I look fugly right now. But my hair is thick AF. So I have to really section it out. There's really no rhyme or reason here. I just eyeball it. Okay, so this is gonna be blue. And down here is gonna be dark. But it's still too thick to do in one layer. My head still hurts, so that sucks. Oh, this still doesn't look like enough. That's still looking... That was very early to get hair dye on myself. I will see you when the dye is on. Okay, we're halfway done. It looks great. I think. We'll find out in about an hour. Now, I just have a little bit left. Not really enough to save. So what I think I'm gonna do is mix it with the blue. Dude, this is like an average person's hair. And this is the third of my hair. I don't know if you caught it in the time lapse, but I dropped the brush full of dye everywhere. Let's see how it goes. Set a timer for 30 minutes. This is actually like the cleanest I've ever been post hair dye. And that's saying something, I think. And then to get off any staining, rubbing alcohol. It's working pretty good. This one was on there for a long time though. I should have done this first. I was just really in the mood to clean the bathroom. It's working fine though. Of course this will dry out your skin, so I will put on lotion. Ugh. And then I just assume my neck is blue. I can't see it, I never see it, but I just assume that it's always blue. I'll do my hands a little bit, but my hands are just gonna get more blue in the shower, so. And then yeah, I just use a towel that I don't care about staining, so that way it's more eco, you know, I'm not throwing anything away. And then my lotion, I think it's Plain Products in here, but it's not in a Plain Products bottle. I have a few minutes left of looking goofy, and then I'll shower, and I'll take off my second skin on my tattoos, so you get a tattoo and a hair reveal at the end. We're back from the walk. It's honestly not as dark as I imagined. You can see there's a color difference though, I think. Yeah, next time I think I would go darker. It's not nearly as dark as I thought. I dig it though. So tonight I really just think I'm going to have dinner, which is leftovers, and then probably alternate read / play Tears of the Kingdom again. Time for the tattoos. I'm going to be using Love It Sundry's tattoo balm. I've got a full eco tattoo aftercare video up here. Okay, here's the first one. This is a Western hemlock. If you know me, you know I love trees, specifically conifers. I've got a tree tattoo. This is my favorite tree. My favorite conifer. This is my favorite broadleaf tree. I've got acorns, I've got lots of trees on here, but I've never gotten a cone. Western hemlock is just so cute, so that's why I got a Western hemlock. It is one of my favorite cones aesthetically, but then I also had her draw up a redwood cone, and I didn't think I was gonna get it because I didn't know where to put it, but I got it anyway. Here's the redwood. Honestly, the foliage I wish was a little bit bigger. I kept having her increase the size, and I like the size that the tattoo is, but I wish the cone was a little bit smaller and the foliage was a little bit bigger because that would be more accurate to a redwood. Quite honestly, it's more the size of a sequoia cone, and the foliage kind of looks like a sequoia. So I can just tell people that it's giant sequoia. I love the tattoo though. Like, I'm just being picky morphologically speaking. Like, as a botanist who is picky about, you know, technicalities about plants, that's what I'm getting at here. The tattoo is beautifully done. And then here's the last one. I'm obsessed with this one. Look at this clover. She is so beautiful. The clover was definitely high on my list to get. I am known to find a 4-leaf clover all the time, and I had this little tiny spot that I wasn't really sure what else to put there. This spot has been naked, this big gap right here, for years. I'm so glad I got this gap filled, and I'm so glad I got this gap filled. They're all stick and poke. My first stick and poke, highly recommend. It was so peaceful. The guns are so loud and they hurt. This hurts so much less. This one, I felt that one. That one was quite painful, but the hemlock and the clover, I could have fallen asleep. It was so quiet. It really didn't hurt. It just felt kind of like a cat needing you. And I will definitely be going back to her specifically for small stuff because you can't do stuff that small with a gun. My only tattoo plan I have coming up is actually at the end of June. I'm getting another tattoo this month, this one in Ohio, by the same artist who did my mulberry and my maple leaf and my acorns and my lemon. I'm gonna get somewhere in this area a white pine cone, which is another one of my favorite cones aesthetically. And then honestly, I'm thinking about getting a bull kelp right in here because it would like flow into the snake because this is what a bulk help looks like. That is the hair tour, that is the tattoo tour. I will see you tomorrow. I don't really know what I'm doing tomorrow because I was gonna go to the grocery, but I did that today. So I think I'll probably get some work done because Dan is also working tomorrow. I might go on a bike ride. We'll see what the weather's like. The weather's been lovely during the day. I'll see you tomorrow. Oh my shoulders are so sore. Dan went and got us some little coffees from the coffee shop and our reusable cups. I finished A Scatter of Light. So I found this on the street. And when I saw that it was a companion novel to this, and this was on my TBR, I'm like, perfect. I didn't even know this book existed. I found this. It's not from the library. I got it on Thrift Books. It is retired from a library. So I read these over the last 2 weeks, and then I started The Maze Runner last night. And so I've been updating my book list. I have a book club read that I need to actually listen to. I've already listened to it before, but I do like to listen to it again to make sure that I am fresh on the material that we're going to be talking about, and then also that I can formulate questions since I am the book club host. You can join my book club down below. Okay, I'm already an hour in. This is so good. For now, I'm gonna mend this stuff that I've been meaning to mend. It's got a gaping hole in the armpit. Thankfully it's in the armpit, so it doesn't have to be pretty. And then this really cheap scrunchie I got in a PR package. I'm kind of upset they sent this to me. Got a hole in it, so I'm gonna fix both of these real quick. And then I think it's time to go to the store. What's up? Lunchtime. I cut up some carrots and celery with some old dip. Hopefully it's okay. It smells fine, it looks fine. I'm trading tomorrow sourdough for goat cheese with a friend, and I still have a bag of her goat cheese in my fridge. So I was like, I need to eat that goat cheese. So I made some little bagel bites, if you will. We just had some buns left over in the freezer. This is my lunch. I finished the book. It was really, really good. I'm so obsessed with how the rug is turning out. I wasn't really sure how I would like it, but I am literally obsessed. But the plan tonight is to prep the sourdough, probably read. I'm like really into the Maze Runner. And then tomorrow I need to bake sourdough. We have swing dancing in the evening, which is where I'm going to be trading the sourdough for the goat cheese. And then in between, we're going on a hike. Thank you so much for coming along and watching this little vlog. Let me know if you like these vlogs. I'm happy to do them more often if you enjoy them, especially this summer while I have more time to vlog and more time to commit to stuff like crocheting and walking and all of the stuff I did this weekend, volunteering. I'm truly anticipating being really, really busy this fall being a full-time student. So I'm not really sure what my content's gonna look like in general, let alone more creative vloggy stuff like this. So if you like the vlogs, let me know. I can stockpile a couple this summer. But also, how can I make vlogs not boring? Unless this was not boring to you, because my weekends are always different. I do very similar eco things, but they're always gonna be slightly different. So if a sustainable weekend in my life is what you like, I'm happy to continue showing that. But if you want something with a little bit more purpose, let me know. And as always, just leave any content ideas down below, any eco questions you want me to answer. any topics that you want me to just sit and talk to the camera about for like 30 minutes. Thanks for coming along. Very busy, but also very fun and rewarding. So I had a great time. Thank you for watching all of my content, whether it's very serious and scripted or more fun like this. I hope that you enjoy all of it. And of course, I want to make what you guys want to see. I'm gonna talk about the stuff that's important, even if it's the not most sexy, popular topics, but I still want to talk about the stuff that you guys find popular and fun and entertaining. So let me know what you want to see. And thank you for watching all of it. I'll see you in the next video, but until then, remember that your small actions make a big difference in the long run. Bye guys.